Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Playing a Graey megacollection 4 with Bigfoot729, Def_K, and Stigsal. So, opening pack, I see Veggie Lover Crop Rotator. So that's a pretty good 2-card combo, but they're like some of the best cards here, so probably these are both coming out. There's Ware Salesman, which is fine. Business Partners. When you play this card, choose 2 of the following actions. So big. Build fences, build room stables, play an improvement. Action space for you only that provides the chosen actions. Not bad. Pillar Biter. Probably not first picking that. So Crop Rotator, Wheat Farmer. The way this works is you can play, you like let your grain go down to 1, and then you play Wheat Farmer, then you play Crop Rotator, rotate, and then you can play Wheat Farmer, or play Wheat Farmer and then Crop Rotator. Like get the grain down to 1, then you can play Crop Rotator or Wheat Farmer in any order. Because this one actually takes them from your field. It's not actually a harvest. It like literally you just pick them up. Do I want to open Veggie Lover here? Do I want to open Ware Salesman? Ware Salesman puts me on Nur. There's Carpenter. So Carpenter might be the best card that comes back. I think Wheat Farmer probably wheels, so I think I'm taking Veggie Lover. Because I might get Rotator or Wheat Farmer back, and both of those look pretty good. I'm going to keep the Resource Lender in mind. I might take that 6 if it's still here. Sheepwalker, pretty solid with Veggie Lover. Turning a bunch of sheep into vegetables for my lover. Veggie Lover is a thing. Sailboat Constructor is okay. Do I want Homekeeper? I guess. Yeah, Homekeeper's fine. I'm really not that excited about Homekeeper. Yeah, Sheepwalker is probably the most interesting card given my first pick. Yeah, taking it over Homekeeper might not be correct. I don't know. The ability to turn 4 sheep into 4 vegetables with this Veggie Lover seems incredible. Doula. As long as you have not family grown yet, whenever one of your opponents grow, you get a grain from the supply. That's in a pack with Visionary. Field Agent is fine. Visionary, whatever. Barterer. No. Actually, Barterer plus Resource Lender could be a thing. Because you just like almost exclusively lend wood early on. And then you play Barterer so that when you take wood later in the game, or sorry, you lend reed enough times early on. Like you lend 2 reed twice. Probably not, though. That seems pretty convoluted. I'm a little interested in Doula, but the Visionary here, I think, messes that up too much. Knowing about Homekeeper, I could take Visionary. I kind of want to take this Field Agent, though. Plowing and getting sow actions while plowing is pretty good. I think I'm going to take Field Agent. Homekeeper is best there. It gives you the 4th actions without a room to build. Yeah. Not Agrarian. Not Barn Watchman, I don't think. Not Stonebreaker. Ram Wrangler's an option. I've played Food Critic a couple times. And Sheepwalker theoretically makes it easier to get to 4, right? Grain, vegetable, sheep, boar. You're really looking for building resource and cattle still, though, which makes it hard to get max veggie lover. So I think I like Cook Reseller or Ram Wrangler here. Turning a sheep into a green vegetable each harvest for having them breed seems really good with Veggie Lover. I can kind of like, normally you never use the feeding aspect of Veggie Lover, but turning a bred sheep into, like using these 3 cards to get 6 food each harvest, that could be a thing. Cookery Seller is also a solid card. I guess my issue with Cookery Seller is it really wants to be played stage 1. I'm going to take this Ram Wrangler. So where's Salesman and Crop Rotator come back? And Wheat Farmer. So somebody took the resource lender. So it's not looked like a good Where's Salesman game. This is like a really easy Crop Rotator. Crop Rotator with Veggie Lover is incredible. Yeah. Wheat Farmer would also be good here, but Crop Rotator getting me extra vegetables is perfect with Veggie Lover. So what do I want to see? Ways to hold breeding sheep early. Yep. Miners to sow onto. Because like what I really want to do is I want to be plowing late in the game and already have some crops to sow with Field Agent. Yep. Yeah, this wasn't a super high power draft for sure, Rylocren. No, not a super high power draft. Definitely a draft where if it's reasonable to play the cards, I play them, but it's also very reasonable to not play them. Oh, here's the resource lender. I had the packs wrong. Uh, Clayworker's not terrible here, but I think I'm going to draft this resource lender. I don't have anything else that I need to play in round 1, in stage 1. I don't have any other Ox that I need to play stage 1. So playing resource lender could be totally fine here. Could be a 3-point card potentially in 14. Um, yeah, I think Barterer is just never getting played, and I don't really care about Dula. So Margrave might get played just because it comes later in the game. Has the chance to be worth some points. Seasonal plants is not terrible as a 5th pick here. Landscape design is okay. Each time you build 1 or more fences, use this card to exchange a wood and a fence for 2 food and a bonus point. Am I going to build fences 3 times? Probably not. Read exchange is pretty good with resource lender also. So could just grab Menagerie here. Don't need to overthink this. Take the free point. Yeah, and then seasonal plants of reed exchange coming back probably. Not the first pick miner I was hoping for. Not the first pick miner I was hoping for. It could be pretty good with Sheepwalker, I guess. You eat all the sheep, then you take sheep and convert um, receive an animal. So I assume that when I convert a sheep to a boar, I'm receiving it. So I would assume that that triggers menagerie if I have no boar on my farm. So I could take sheep, upscale it to boar, get 2 food if I had neither of both, and then turn all the rest. Dump all my sheep into vegetable, so that whenever I take sheep, yeah. So maybe menagerie's okay here. I really like farm school here. This is a hand of cards that do not need to be played early, so I actually really like farm school. Do I need sundial? If I'm gonna set up crops early, I could take sundial, but for me, farm school looks perfect here. And with farm school now, I really want a miner to sow crops onto. Any miner to sow crops onto would be amazing. Yeah. Hello, prize squash. Hello. Hello. Don't think I'm taking pelt roof. Don't think I'm playing alpaca farm over prize squash. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So this is actually a hand. This is actually a hand that could use the food conversion from Veggie Lover, which never happens. Never happens. So yeah, I could play Margrave in the round 13 harvest, or play Ram Wrangler in the round 13 harvest, then Veggie Lover in the round 14 harvest, or I can play Veggie Lover after harvesting Farm School and then play Margrave in 14. Worried with carpet being passed, I'm not going to get good sheep grabs. Yeah, I might not get amazing sheep grabs, but if I can get 2 sheep, I'm not too worried about it. And I mean, really, what this hand wants to do is grow double build really early, and with knowing about Homekeeper and knowing about Visionary, there's like a reasonable chance that I get to double build, double grow, and that's usually quite strong with Resource Lender, which is part of why I want to take the Reed Exchange, because start player Reed Exchange in 5, for example, could be really good, so that I can double build in 6. Or double build second move. Yeah, Threshing Machine Plow looks great here. Yeah, I needed plow help. Threshing Machine Plow looks perfect here. Someone might go Visionary plus Homekeeper. Yep, yep, that's true. By someone I mean tough. I'm not sure about that. I'd be surprised if both cards got that far. The packs have not been that good. I'd be surprised if both cards got that far. Homekeeper was like the next card to go out of that second pack. So Stigsal, I don't think Stigsal and Bigfoot passed on it. I think that's unlikely. Yeah, I'm taking Reed Exchange here. I think it's pretty good with Resource Lender. Because if you only get to lend Reed once, you might get to lend wood a couple times and clay once, and then you can turn those 2 extra wood into double build, or 2 clay to double build. The dream is always that you get to lend on Reedstone food. That's always the dream with Resource Lender, because then you don't have to take a bottom feeding action, and then it's possible for every action aside from Resource Lender to be a lending action in stage 1. Sundial for a sow in round 9 looks reasonable. Magic Beans is not terrible here to get 2 more vegetables, but Sundial is a solid option, so take Sundial here. Oh, shoulder really hurts. I don't know what I did. I haven't really done anything. That's probably why it hurts, because I haven't been doing anything. I had a lazy almost 2 weeks. Oh, have I been disconnected? I maybe have been disconnected, which is why I haven't seen a pack for a bit. There we go. Bakehouse, no. Alpaca farm, maybe, because the fact that I can turn sheep into other things and then eat them. So Sheepwalker is kind of the perfect card for Alpaca farm, which is funny. So I'm in the 3 seat here. So I might get Sheepwalk, Resource Lender round 1. Menagerie, Sheepwalker, converting the sheep to boar, then killing the boar. Yep, boar, yep. Yep, Homekeeper, passing badge. I had the same thought, Maruska. Also, Visionary likes Homekeeper, or badge as well, yeah. Bigfoot opens Reformer, so I think we know where the Visionary is, right? It's like a pretty clear tell. I think I'm going to do the Resource Lender. I think I'm going to play the Resource Lender. I don't have anything else to play in stage 1, so I think I play the Lender. Also, I saw you streamed. I was watching your stream a little bit yesterday, Mariska, so that was neat to see that you were streaming. I think there is demand for it. The people who like to watch me are like, more. We need more. That's the real hardcore crowd. Reed Collector for Def. Okay, maybe I'm not playing Resource Lender. I mean, I don't have to play it. It's an option. It's still an option. It is quite a bit worse to not play it in round one. We'll see. Sheep must be on farmyard. So I have to hold it. So you can't just take. So they changed it so you can't just take the sheep off the board and burn them. Resource Lender works with Read Exchange? No, no, it doesn't. Did I say that it does? No, I said it's good with Resource Lender. Read Exchange is good with Resource Lender because it turns your kind of crappy two wood that's a 3 wood action over time into a 2 read 1 wood action over time. Yeah. I think it's still fine. It's like a more flexible sheep market, kind of. So if cheap occupation's there, I'll play Resource Lender here. Yeah. Cheap ox there, I'll play Resource Lender into 3 wood. That assumes that Bigfoot's taking 2 read and then Def is taking 3 wood. Occupation could easily be taken, and then I'll take one of those 2 moves. 3 wood or 2 read. 3 wood, 2 read, cheap ock, whatever's available. I take. Yeah, Def doesn't really want 2 read with his read collector, so Def might play an ock here. Then I'll take 2 read. Timetable Clerk. 2 wood, 2 clay, 1 read, 1 stone. These resources may only be used to pay for minor improvements. Okay. Seems like a decent combo with like Half Timbered House, or I guess it only gives 1 stone, so maybe not the best mansion combo, but could be used with mansion. So I don't mind taking 2 wood second action, because then I'm a 3 wood action away from building a room. Guessing Def's gonna start player. Usually he has a couple start player miners for stage 1. Oh. Yes, Bigfoot was skipped. Could be good with East India Company or Diamond Trading Post. Yeah. This has been a feels like it's been a very slow first 2 rounds. Def has played very slowly. Yeah, to me this looks like visionary for Bigfoot. I don't know what else it could be. Raft for Def. Interesting. Take 2 wood. Then I'll take a 3 wood action next round. Maybe a 3 wood, 3 food action, or a 3 wood reedstone food, or a 3 wood free ox sheepwalker. Any of those seem okay. Taking an extra food. Yeah, raft into an extra food is interesting. So Stigsal, reedstone food. Bigfoot might take 3 wood. Might take 4 clay. Three wood or 4 clay. 4 clay goes into a cooking hearth. 3 wood goes into fencing. Takes traveling players. Okay. So Def gets 3 wood back and can build the first room in 4 if he so chooses. I will play Sheepwalker. Yeah. Oh, a cater for Def. Okay. Did not expect that. Do I need 4 clay? Not yet. I think I can just take 3 wood. And now if I can take wood again in 4 before building, I can build two stables, and then I can actually hold the 3 sheep on my farm. Yeah. Seems like an option. A good option. I have a couple miners here. I don't Sundial's not looking very good, but I can play threshing machine plow. Reed exchange is not looking very good if I want to build stables. Um, yeah, so definitely do want to start getting some occupations out. Yeah, Bigfoot as visionary, that was pretty obvious. The way he laid out his farm makes me think it's not Homekeeper, right? Where his fields are not right for Homekeeper. Possible that he's forgotten about it and he'll be like, oh, hey guys, I forgot about my card. Can I change my room layout? Like that happens sometimes. I take 3 wood here because this lets Def decide, do you want to build? And if he builds, then I build in 5. And if he doesn't build, and there's no competition with Stigsal. And if he doesn't build, then I build. And I get my stables down. And I do have the option of start player reed exchange 2 reed to 2 clay to 2 reed and double build, which would be really strong if it's family growth in 5, although feeding would be difficult in that line. But growing in 5 and 6 would be very strong. Not concerned about the fireplace? No, because of the reformer. Not at all. And if I build 2 stables here, like I can take 2 sheep in 5 easily, or 3 sheep in 6, right? I'm not at all worried about the fireplace. Like Bigfoot will build a cooking hearth, right? But does Bigfoot like a 3 sheep action that much when he has 3 boar on his farm? No, not really. Seems like a fine time to play Sheepwalker or build the fireplace. Fireplace is not that good because it doesn't convert the boar and the vegetables better. It does let me eat the sheep though, which I don't have any other way to feed. I could take reedstone food because it leads into double build. I think building the stables is pretty important though. I think building the stables is really important. So maybe I fireplace here. Building the fireplace feels like the coward's way out. You know what? It enables Alpaca Farmer as a playable miner. Let's just build the fireplace. I mean, even if Bigfoot builds the cooking hearth, it doesn't mean that he's going to take 3 sheep in front of me. If I first move 3 sheep, like if I act before Bigfoot in that round, I can take the 3 sheep before he does if I build 2 stables. So I'm not that worried. But if I build the fireplace here, then alpaca farms on the table. I think double building is not looking that good because the game is very hungry. So getting the fireplace down is fine. Let's see. What's our round 5 action? Come on, Def! Come on, pay attention, please, Def. It is family growth. Heart? I mean, family growth is good for me, so not upset about that at all. I can take Reed into double build and abandon the stables, so I could take Reed and double build. But I think what I'm going to do is take the 3 wood with my first move. Yeah, I think I take the 3 Reed with my first move. But he can eat them and keep awking to breed his boar. Yeah, but like when you play Visionary to get the boar breeding, so it's 3 food per harvest. You don't really play the Visionary to say I'm going to keep the boar the whole game. Def unlucky as always. Yes, Def unlucky as always. Funny how he never comments on it when he hits family growth exactly when he wanted to. Yeah. Yes. Not the most pleasant player to play with, but very good. Very good player. Def's gonna grow here, and then I'll build and uh make 2 stables so that I can take sheep next round. Def with East India Company, good call there by Montu. So Def really wants a cooking hearth with this East India Company. So the hearth will be in demand. So it might be worth using a full action just to upgrade to a cooking hearth in round 7. Gamble is build 2 next round. Yeah, so I could go for that line, Mike. The problem with that line is so that line is probably I probably have to take the sheep here and then take the reed first next round. And there's no guarantee that Stigsal doesn't just take 2 wood here. So I think it would be pretty dangerous. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna build. So it is an option though. It is very much an option. I think I build here. I think I really want to take the 3 sheep next round. I think like this, like my whole hand is kind of predicated on getting these animals down. Oh, this is the wrong layout given it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, this layout is fine, I guess. This is the kind of the wrong layout for threshing machine plow, but it doesn't matter that much. Yeah, there, like that layout is fine. So Stigsal could be doing a sow action here. It could be taking grain again. Yeah. So just as long as Bigfoot doesn't start player and doesn't take the 2 sheep here, I get the sheep next round. And taking the 2 sheep doesn't seem like that good of a move when you have the 3 boar. Like you have a boar that's worth 3 food. So I think I'm okay there. The only thing I'm afraid of is not getting a cooking hearth. I definitely need a cooking hearth with this hand. So if Def puts, like, if Def takes 2 clay, or actually worst case scenario would be randoming a clay here from East India Company. That would be the worst case scenario. Because then he could just build a cooking hearth right away. Yeah, he might just take 2 clay, build a cooking hearth here. Definitely picking up the boar here. He has a chance at hitting another animal next round, so he might just build the cooking hearth here. Which, if he does that, that's pretty bad for me. Gonna first move build the fireplace. Interesting. Okay. Take the sheep as planned, and then I play. I could play alpaca farm here. I was thinking threshing machine plow, but I could play alpaca farm. This is a 3-point alpaca farm. If I know that I'm playing sheepwalker next round, yeah. Yeah, I mean, what else am I doing aside from playing sheepwalker next round, right? Very little. Yeah, I think I play alpaca farm here. The danger of playing alpaca farm means that I can't get threshing machine plow, sundial, and farm school out for round 9, right? So the reason to play threshing machine plow would be exactly getting farm school online in 9, but that requires playing two occupations, and yeah, that seems like asking for a lot. And I could just do a sow action. I don't have to play sundial. Sundial is a lot better when you're using both sow actions. When you're only using it for one, and especially because I'm not going to get back in the family growth queue, I don't need to play 3 miners in the next three rounds. Drinker of Absence plus a cater. Nice. Yeah, I think double building was a really good way for me to grow really quickly and then proceed to starve. So it is tempting to double build, especially with Visionary in the game. But I think getting my feeding sorted is a lot more important. Like, I get a lot of value from playing farm school, so I can't really. I'm never going to be able to feed and get farm school in play and do everything. My farm school is like pretty good here because crop rotator can be played with farm school, ram wrangler, field agent, um, veggie lover, margrave. They can all be played with farm school for some points. So yeah, I think it works out pretty well here. This is just me. This has felt like it's taken forever. This has felt like a really slow, really slow start to the game. Maybe it's not been that slow. It just feels that way. What are we? We're 40 minutes in. We're at the end of, not quite at the end of stage 2. So yeah, it's pretty slow. We're on track for a. Maybe not. I don't know. Def hits read here. Okay. So this round is Cooking Hearth, Sheepwalker, For Food Fishing, or Traveling Players. Is Stigsal taking 4 food? No, because then Stigsal would have to get a food out of their miner to grow this round. Is Bigfoot bottom feeding? Bigfoot could bottom feed, but doesn't have to. We could see like take grain sow for Bigfoot. He plays Carpenter. Okay. Him playing Carpenter is awful for me because it means I have to bottom feed and then play Sheepwalker. I was really hoping to first action Sheepwalk here. If I block Clay Oven, he will. Yeah, I won't block. I will try not to block Clay Oven. I mean, I need to bottom feed. Bigfoot playing Carpenter means I have to take a bottom feeding move here. And Def might trigger his Raft first move. If I block Major Minor, yes. So what I could do is like 4 food. 4 food Sheepwalk. Yeah, I can't Cooking Hearth upgrade here. So I might do 4 food Sheepwalk Day Labor. That might be the move. That might be the round here. Which would be a pretty crummy round, but it would set me up well for the future. I think Def should have 4 read because I think he forgot the read. Randomed Clay. Okay. So he has 3 clay, so he can Reno Cooking Hearth upgrade here. Which would be bad. Sad for me. Very sad for me. Unless he sent farm after unless he's already taken this clay. He said delete it, so he might have added it to his farm already. But I mean 4 clay into Cooking Hearth upgrade is a pretty reasonable round here, I think. No, he did delete it. Okay. Alright, that's alright then. Whoops. I did not mean to reveal that. I hope no one was watching the play-by-play. So then I can take Reedstone Food or Day Labor here to feed. I kind of do want to build again, but I also want this wood to go into farm school. Yeah, growing doesn't seem that important actually. So sheep to a vegetable and eat it. H to V, 4 food V, feed 6. Def's gonna take 6 wood here. 2 sheep. In this game, 2 sheep might be more important than 4 wood. I have a feeling. Cooking hearth? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that might have been more important, actually. Medino, good call. That might have been a mistake. We'll see. I think it's closer to being gone. The thing is, if it's gone, I veggie love. I do have an out here. I do have an out, and that's playing veggie lover, and ram wrangler. So I do have an out here. So if Death builds the cooking hearth, I play threshing machine plow into veggie lover, and then or threshing machine plow into plow, and then I either ram wrangler veggie lover or either ram wrangler veggie lover. Yeah, I do something like that. Basically, yeah. I guess I don't even need to sow them necessarily. The reason to sow would be farm school. So I would play. I would do something like, yeah, I'd play probably threshing machine plow veggie lover here, and then I'd play ram wrangler next round, and then I can convert grain, and then I'm turning two sheep into six food. No, not two sheep. I'm turning one sheep into six food, as long as I keep breeding that sheep. And then I think I'm okay. The only problem is I'd have to eat a vegetable here, but that's not the end of the world. So I think I have an out. I think I have an out if Def builds the cooking hearth here. I can't do it the first harvest though. Are you talking about with farm school? Sure, I can. Grain is in breeding, veggie is in feeding. Ah, yes. Sorry, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, if I have to take a raw grain, I take a raw grain, and I think that's okay. Do I want to have to commit to that, or am I fine just building the cooking hearth here? I might be fine just building the cooking hearth here, since it does take it away from my opponents. I think I'm fine with that. And then I play. Now I play Ram Wrangler. Now I play Ram Wrangler. Last action. And then my goal is to play Field Agent or Crop Rotator with Farm School in round 11 and use Farm School in each of the final 3 rounds. The Hearth is essential to my game. I'm not sure that that's the case, Montu. I think the Veggie Lover feeding might be good enough. I would need Veggie Lover plus something else. Like I'd probably need to build a guild or something. But I think it would almost be good enough. Yeah, so next round I'm doing something like first move 2 boar into threshing machine plow into plow. Or if start player's gone, take clay and then plan to reno threshing machine plow. What's going on here? This does feel like it's taken forever. Wonder if Stigsal and Def have bad connections, which is why their moves are taking so long. I guess there is some ambiguity on whether Prize Squash and Veggie Lover work together. Like if I was converting with Veggie Lover, I think it would be okay to Prize Squash. I think it would be. But I guess there is some ambiguity there, which makes the Cooking Hearth really good. The well's still available, so there is also the option of 3 stone into the well. I guess I'd be pretty surprised if the 3 stone comes back to me. Yeah, I'd be pretty surprised if the 3 stone comes back. Feel like I haven't seen pelts in a while. I've wanted it. I've wanted it for so many games recently, and I haven't seen it. So it is in this game for Bigfoot. And I mean, Prize Squash is also. I'm also happy having Prize Squash here. Let's go. Oh, the 3 stone is still available. The 3 stone being available is very tempting. Okay, I'll build the well. Take 5 clay with my last move. This means that Threshing Machine Plow is kind of at risk. Because, or sorry, not Threshing Machine Plow, it means Farm School is kind of at risk if I reno. Because it means I have to take Reed again before renovating. Or before playing before playing Farm School. Maybe getting to Stone is just with Margrave. There is value to getting to Stone. There is definitely value to getting to Stone because it lets me pay 2 food for a point in 14. Because it's not clear that I actually need to play Field Agent. Yeah, it's not clear that I actually need to play Field Agent. Although with Prize Squash, it is, get a point every time I plow a field. Seems like I have enough vegetables, though, that I don't need that. Sheep to a vegetable, feed 6, breed, get a grain. Synergizer plus Sunflower Field. The fun, yeah, that's good. Sunflower Farm is good, or Sunflower Field is good. Uh, can Bigfoot afford to take 3 wood here? Bigfoot is on 4 family members, so yeah, Bigfoot could take 3 wood here. No, because well, Bigfoot can 6 wood into build. Yeah, build is free for Bigfoot. Build is free, and it looks like Stigsal has Homekeeper. Just looking at Stigsal's farm layout. You made a Rylocran approved score. Well, as long as Rylocran approves, that's the important thing. For wood here, do need defense at some point. So, how important is getting the food out of the well? Because I don't have to play. I could play Renault Threshing Machine Plow. But maybe I just play Start Player Threshing Machine Plow and I hold Renault well until the well is threatened. Which looks like it's at least. It's not happening until next round at the earliest. And I don't think Stigsal is that likely to take 2 stone, build the well. Not when the stone oven is available for Stigsal. So I'm pretty sure I can hold Renault well until 12. It obviously means that I don't get 2 food, but getting food doesn't seem that important. I set up my feeding pretty nicely here. Now I just need to have like the most efficient actions possible. So I think my dream setup here is start player Threshing Machine Plow into Plow 3, and then getting Sow into Farm School round 11. I think that's the dream here. And then that could play Crop Rotator or Field Agent. Bigfoot's not going to plow. Stigsal could plow. Def could plow. Yeah, either of them could pretty easily plow here. But if I get plow back, then I'm feeling pretty good. Stigsal, is this Renault Tide Mill? Tide Mill is not very good. I don't think. It is a thing with the cater, though. It is a thing with the cater. With the cater, it's pretty good. Def probably doesn't plow because of treasure map. Yeah, so if Stigsal doesn't plow, then it seems like I'm good to go. Yeah. Bigfoot's got tea. Family growth tea. Fun. That's really fun. I was kind of worried for Bigfoot when he ate the one vegetable, because eating the vegetable from Visionary feels pretty bad. Because you just have to directly go back for that action. But he did get to grow 4th. He got to grow 4th and 6th, so seems like he has the time to do that. Okay, so this is looking like it could be a lot of fun. So into farm school. Yeah. If I hit family growth without room after playing start player farm school, I'm in a really good spot. If I don't hit family growth, I'm hurting. Um, Def's obviously having a really good game. Def's having a great game. His cards are good. I have some good cards too, though. Prize Squash is pretty good. My farm school is excellent here. So there's stuff that I have going on here. Pillar Biter looks good for Bigfoot. Yeah, Bigfoot's having a nice game. Yeah, Pillar Biter is really nice here before anybody's fenced a single time. Because the wood in the game is pretty tight. So probably there's going to be at least one player that fences twice. So then Pillar Biter is pretty excellent in that setup. I'm first move sowing here, and I'm banking on the fact that the board is good enough that these guys are going to go. let me get start player back. Yeah, round 10 pillar biter before anybody's fenced is really good here for Bigfoot. Yeah. And somebody is almost certain, like people are almost certainly going to fence twice. So it's going to be a really good pillar biter for Bigfoot. So bake might have been correct anyways because of Stigsal wanting to bake a grain here. But I guess you can bake with Tide Mill, but you don't get the food until the next round. So I think I might have needed first move so bake anyways, which kind of hides that I'm playing getting farm school out here. So after farm school, I can play 3 wood. I can play the well at full cost. Just on major minor. Probably though I want to play the well on Reno because I want to play the well on Reno and then play prize squash on start player, and after that I don't have too much else to do. So yeah, hitting family growth here in round 12 would be huge. Hitting family growth here would be really huge. If I don't hit it, then I'm hoping to wheel start player and play prize squash. Is Def start playing here? Def is start playing here. Okay, I just play farm school then, I think. Yeah. And then I plow or 3 wood or take reed. Plow 3 wood, take reed. Any of those. Yeah, plow 3 wood or reedstone food. I think I take reedstone food over 3 reed since the BMW is not available. Yeah, Stigsal missed the card. Yeah. Would Reedstone Food then Reno Farm School be crazy? Nope, it wouldn't be crazy at all. Nope. I played it on Major Minor because I pretty much have 2 improvements left to play. I have the well and prize squash. So taking Reedstone Food to play Reno Farm School would have been fine. But I might get 3 wood or plow here. And if I get one of those actions, then those are also good moves for me. I'm also like not really in a rush to Reno because I'm not too worried about getting the wood out of the well. Stigsal. I'm not sure why farm school was needed here. No, I could play field agent. I can play field agent, rotator, veggie lover, or crop rotator, veggie lover, Margrave. Either is fine. So this is really frustrating. So okay, guys, reading and reading chat is really important. Responding to chat is important, right? Because we pretty much immediately said, "No, Stigsal, you have played business partners wrong," and then Stigsal does not respond for 2 minutes. Guys, when we type, "You have done something wrong," you need to put "Okay" or right then. You don't wait 2 minutes and then do it. Sheep to vegetable and eat it, and another vegetable. So I'm eating 3 vegetables here to feed three, and yeah, so sheep to vegetable, and then I get an extra grain. For Auk and H to V, eat 3V for Auk and feed 6 plus G. And I'll play Field Agent here. I won't go for Margrave, I'll just play Field Agent. The extra action for read for Reno basically offsets the action saved. If I play 3, it's still worth it. I also have start player read exchange as an option, right? I can play start player read exchange and go to stone if the well is taken. So if death takes 2 stone here, then I'll go to the stone with Margrave. So death's going to stone already. These two might not get to stone, in which case Margrave is a 2-point play. Margrave is probably only a 1-point play though, and getting to stone is not that good for me. Because, yeah, I have to be in stone to get any points out of Margrave. So I probably first move start player, read exchange, and then I get plow. Then I hope to get plow back, and then Renault well as my last action to hit family growth to go for family growth next round. Okay, I've heard this too many times. Stigsal immediately plows, so not getting plowback. So I can take wood and Reno. So yeah, what this hand really needs is a way to get plow unblockably. It's a little too slow. The fact that I'm gonna struggle to get to even 5 fields is a big problem. Yeah. And Def just has a, as usual, really good complete game. He hit Family Growth in 5, so Family Growth in 5 was excellent for him. I chose not to go for the fifth family member to sort out my feeding, or fourth family member to sort out my feeding, and so I just have a really big action deficit. So Death's feeding at the end here is not amazing. It's not amazing, but it's probably good enough, right? Oh, that's why he had to plow. That's why Stigsal had to plow, because of Homekeeper, of course. Right, of course. Go ahead and run a well here. Pelt Roof here tells me that Stigsal is going to go to stone. Because when it only takes 1 3-stone action, then it's usually worth it. Because you either get a fence, you would want to take anyways, or an improvement you would want to play anyways. Then you just get another 3 points for that 3-stone move. So then I'm feeling pretty good about choosing not to play Margrave, because Bigfoot is incentivized to get to stone as well. But Bigfoot, of course, needs a bit more stone. But the thing is, Bigfoot's happy taking 2 Reedstone food and 3 stone. Or 4 stone, and Stigsal can take 3 stone. So I think not playing Margrave looks like it was correct. Although my Reed exchange looks pretty bad when I'm left with a Reed and a stone here. I could still choose to go to stone. If I'm going to need to play major minor prize squash, then it's probably worth it. But if I wheel start player prize squash, then I'm okay. I kind of want to let the sheep go to 4 here, so that I can turn them into 2 boar and breed them into breed 2 boar in the round 14 harvest. so that I don't have to take boar again. Maybe it's worth it just to turn one sheep into one boar and keep turning the other sheep into vegetables, maybe. That might be correct, in which case then all I have to do is take cattle, hope to take a pair of cattle. The problem is I can't take a pair of cattle here. Man, this game is actually taking forever. Stigsal might need the bake, so it might not be an automatic plow sow here. It might be a 2 boar move. Wheel sow bake. It is plow sow. Okay. Not really sure how Stigsal's feeding. What does business partner give again? I can look at that move. When did Stigsal play business partner? Bake and fence is the move. But you have no grain. I'm not sure how you're baking with no grain. So if def start players, I plow. If def doesn't start player... Ooh, plow is pretty great for me. Plow is pretty great for me. I think I got a plow here. And hope to get start player back. And then am I sowing here? 2 food for a vegetable or 2 food to sow? I'm playing crop rotator, so sowing, there's pretty good value in sowing. So 2 food to sow a veg, I think. Sowing gets me a vegetable, same as plowing does. Yeah, I think that's okay. Stigsal field clear. Okay, yep. I would like field clear. Yeah, field clear would have been fantastic with my farm school. So yeah, now Stigsal can do their fence plus bake action. Looks good. And then Bigfoot and Stigsal should both be taking stone this round. The thing is, as soon as one of them doesn't take stone, Def is taking stone and building the stone oven, right? And that really sorts out his feeding when he builds the stone oven. Okay, has Def thought ahead? Please think ahead. Please have thought ahead. Pretty please. Yeah, start player for Def. Not really that surprising. And then I can fence here, or I can play the prize squash. I think I play the prize squash because I'm going to eat a bunch of vegetables this harvest. So twice in a row, Def has start playered immediately before I wanted to play a minor. So that's a bit too bad. I mean, it means he's reading my game pretty well, which my game, I think, is not subtle. He has the most information about my hand. So it's not like there's much hidden information. Anyways, so sheep to a vegetable, and then I'm going to... So play H to V, and then prize a sheep to play an ox. I don't think I'm giving too much away to play this here. No. This is the wrong time to play it. No, 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 this is the wrong time because I harvest this. I'll play Veggie Lover instead. I showed it earlier. Yeah, because I want to do a sow action on. I want to do plow plus sow and then play crop rotator in 14. Yeah. Not the most subtle by me. Kind of showed all my cards here, but that's okay. Anyways, to feed, I'm gonna eat 2 vegetables to feed, and then I get a grain from breeding the sheep. Maybe eat a grain to prize one of them. No, I need to eat a grain to feed 7 because I didn't feed enough. Yeah, I don't have enough. I actually do not have enough vegetables here. I actually don't have enough vegetables, which is hilarious. I would never have thought that was the case. Can't I feed with Veggie Lover? Ooh, I can feed with Veggie Lover. Yes. Yes, feed with Veggie Lover instead. Yes, that's much better. Yeah, that's a good call, Montu. Not VV, Veggie, Veggie Lover, VGG to 7 food. So like that. So this is the correct farm. I had 3G and 3V. When does farm school trigger? Farm school triggers after the field phase, so I have to have already harvested the things. Yeah, so I ate 1 vegetable, which came from the sheep, and then I ate a vegetable grain. Yeah. Um, is Bigfoot gonna first move fence? I hope Bigfoot doesn't first move fence. I also hope Def doesn't first move fence. Got back a grain. I guess I didn't get back the grain. If I had 3G, 3V, then I should have 1 grain. Then I should have 1 vegetable or 1 grain. Is that correct? I had 3 grain before eating a 1 raw. Okay, I'm trusting you, Montu. Uh, I showed 3G, 3V after harvest. Okay. So let's turn a sheep into a vegetable here and squash it to pay for the sow. So I did not prize squash last harvest. So I should only be at 2 prize squash. So then this is correct. Yes. Yes. Unless I gave myself the grain from Ram early. No, that seems correct. That seems okay. So Reno Fence is free for me, right? So I can take 3 stone. I can take 4 stone as a 3-point action. Yeah, problem I'm facing here is that I'm not actually going to rotate any. I'm never going to actually rotate any vegetables. I'm only going to rotate more grain. So crop rotator probably helps me to max grain, but it doesn't actually help me to get any veggies. So I guess I may as well reno. It's 3 points. The problem with renovating is I don't have a 2-point cattle sitting there at the end. But maybe then I could play Margrave manually. You know what? I play crop rotator manually is what I do. I play crop rotator manually and take Reno Fence. Yes, that's what I do. Play crop rotator here, then I get to actually rotate a vegetable. Yes, sow a vegetable back onto here. Yes. Yes. And then I play Margrave in the harvest because these two are not renovating for 2 points. And then 1 sheep to 1 boar. And I'm missing a cattle, but what can you do? So what's my optimal fence layout here? I'll have to think about it. I actually don't know. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Death's game was overwhelming. Yeah. East India Company was quite nice with Timetable Clerk. Really nice with Timetable Clerk. And Treasure Map was probably the best miner. He probably had the best miner, and then he gets first family growth, so yeah. Hard to beat that. Doesn't have an outstanding game or anything, but it's good enough, so. I didn't have an outstanding game either, so. Oh, this sucks. That I have to pay an extra for the Auk. Always be assuming that Duff will find a way to score 50. I mean, he always has a good game. Yeah. He always has a good game. About as good a game as the game will let him. But yeah. I mean, in games where he gets early growth, it's when he plans to build the first room and he gets early growth, that's tough to beat. I have to have a really good game to beat him. And the game ended up being kind of just okay. The pressure on the cooking hearth was rough. So building the fireplace when I did might not have been correct. Maybe it was correct just out taking clay there. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where I went off the rails here. I had to start player for my family growth, which Def did not have to, at least not for his first one. He did start player raft, I guess. I mean, I could have built in 4. I could have built in 4 and chose not to. So I'm going to reno fence 12 here. Something like that. 4, 7, 9, 12. So I'll squash a vegetable to play another Auk. I'll turn a sheep to a boar. And then I harvest. And I'm gonna eat. I need 8 food. So 3 vegetables, squash 1 of them. So whatever I score plus 9. Yeah, I don't have maxed sheep. I don't have maxed grain. And I have 3 unused spaces. And I'm missing cattle. That's just never going to be close to good enough. 45 final. Oh, oh, I have Veggie Lover. Oh, I totally forgot about Veggie Lover. Rethinking feeding. I keep forgetting Veggie Lover. All right, so let's do that. All right, I keep forgetting Veggie Lover. All right, so let's feed with a Veggie Lover and a veg that I squash. So feed Veggie Lover and veg that I squash, and then convert 2 pairs. Then convert 2 pairs, yes. So then Veggie Lover is 4 points with 2 pairs. So I score slightly better than that. I score like 47 now. Plus 13, 46. So I turn 2 grain into 2 points where they're normally only 1 point. So 46 final. Def 54. Yeah, it just was not close. Wasn't close. Bigfoot had a actually pretty reasonable game. Bigfoot's around 50. He's got me beat for sure. Yeah. Um yeah, my cooking hearth upgrade was pretty much required. So building the fireplace and then needing to upgrade to a cooking hearth was bad. Um Ending the game with no cattle is bad. Yeah, my field agent was pretty mediocre since it wasn't in play, since I only got to use it twice. Yeah. Take a look at the draft, I guess. Yeah, not getting crops in the ground in stage 3 was a pretty big problem. So maybe I have to play threshing. Maybe playing the alpaca was a mistake, and that has to be threshing machine plow so that I can do plow, sow 3 vegetables in stage 3. Yeah, yeah, maybe playing the alpaca farm was a mistake because I could have played it later in the game. I could have found time to play it with 5 complete rounds. I played it for the 3 points. Maybe I need to play it for the 2 points, and then play threshing machine plow at that time. Get my crops in the ground because getting crops in the ground with like the fact that I don't get as many points out of prize squash as I could. Like this is a hand that really needs to get to like double the number of crops required so that I have a good crop score. Like I end the game with only 1 vegetable point. So yeah, so the fact that I'm not getting points out of like I'm getting points out of prize squash, sure, but I don't have any real points on the board. This is a hand that needs yeah, for this to work, I needed probably minimum 6 combined points from my crops, plus at least 4 from prize squash, plus 4 from veggie lover. Like I need a lot more points just from my crops in general, and cover more spaces with my fencing too. So maybe this alpaca farm was a huge blunder, and that really needs to be threshing machine plow. And then I can get the farm school out and play all 4 of these with farm school, because I could have played field agent in that first harvest and then play veggie lover or crop rotator and then the other and then margrave, and then something like that probably is what I needed to have done. So maybe going for the well was a trap as well. Probably, I think going for the well seemed fine, but I think probably playing this alpaca farm instead of threshing machine plow was a big blunder. Yeah. Because this game was all about getting crops in the ground, and the fact that I didn't do so until 11 was probably too late. I probably needed to do it at 9 at the latest. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's going to be all for me for today. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. That's all from me for today. So, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, back on the evenings, the afternoon streams, late afternoon streams. Yeah, so thanks for hanging out, everyone, and we'll see you next time.